Hello, hello, banana. Hold on. I need to lower maybe a bit of sound for me because there's no way. I'm actually getting distracted. Oh, V, hi. I hope the audio isn't so bad for you guys. Like, please let me know if the sound is like too high or anything. I can adjust it. What is up? How are you? So banana, today we're drawing Pumpkaboo. Um, I was finishing a Charizard uh, drawing, at least like speed paint yesterday, or was it 2 days ago? But basically, I finished it on Discord because I didn't feel like. Thank you, thank you. All right, audio is good. Um, and so I was on Discord trying to finish it, mostly because I didn't feel like really streaming, to be honest. And so I asked Aplar, who was there, like I was like, hey, I didn't ask you, like, what's your favorite Pokemon? Lo and behold, Aplar doesn't really know Pokemon that much, and she took a quiz and she's like, oh yeah, actually I got Pumpkaboo. And Pumpkaboo is such an adorable, like, kind of like it's just cute, spooky Pokemons. You're playing AC and Edge, but about to work. Yeah, go for it. So for me, it's just like a quick wind down drawing really for tonight. I realized that Koi is streaming plus Splatoon soon. Um, Obviously I need to set up like, oh Jesus, this music. Afar only knows Among Us. Yeah. No. She knows a bit more. It's just, maybe um maybe she doesn't really partake much in the whole hold on, I'm so sorry if you heard that. Trying to lower the sound a little bit for me. But because it was a bit too loud for me. But maybe she just has other interest. Pokemon is not for everyone. Plus, there's a gazillion gens out there. So, hope you guys are well. Yeah, glad you're here, V. Thank you for. Oh my goodness. Thanks for stopping by. I might try to, at some point, like, kind of. Right now, I'm actually recording the actual drawing, like, motions. So I'll be able to kind of speed it up. And Pokemon is cute. It is, especially Pumpkaboo. Um, yeah, but I'll try to make a shorter video than an actual live stream with like a voiceover, kind of to explain the whole process. The proportion is all wonky, but I'm going to correct it after. And for tonight's background music, because Truong actually made me realize that, yeah, I can actually play Cleo's music. And so I did. Move the whole layer. Sir, hi. Why don't you move? Oh, well, okay. There we go. So I'll try to do some kind of like voiceover to explain the process of this drawing, which is yeah, I know. I just that's why I am kind of want to credit Cleo's work out there, because still, I mean, because Demon Gummy is also another creator that makes like pretty like actual really good music. But this Bunkaboo is gigantic. I was kind of thinking of at some point, because I was talking to Kirsten in chat along with Aplar yesterday, and there's other stuff that sounds like super interesting to me that I might do, but I need to find kind of like the time um, to do that. Hi Ryan, what is up? How are you? Hold on. So this is definitely not centered. Hi Emma. Goodness. I am not used to see names that fast. I'm good. Um, I got off work and I went like, yeah, I feel like drawing. Yes, I am drawing Pumpkaboo. I was asking um, Aplar what Pokemon she liked, and she said Pumpkaboo. So I was like, oh, it's an actual good idea because Pumpkaboo is such a cute tiny monster. um, my biggest mistake is that I actually freehand 90% of my my work. Um, it's actually like pretty similar to how I I'm so sorry. My voice is a little bit raspier. Um, but yeah, I tend to freehand my drawings, which is kind of bad. Because I just look at something and without any like construction, like when you kind of like draw the shapes first and then you put the angle and then you add the stuff. Thank you, Lee. So yeah, just I was thinking of recording the whole process, probably try and edit the video and make it like much faster and do some kind of like voiceover to explain like how I work. But yeah, hi Jaren. Also, okay, I use Doom and Gummies a lot, but I'm switching to Clio's. Yeah, I tend to listen to pretty much everything. It's just I don't want to get any copyright strikes, so I'm being like extra mindful about this. Okay, so this is actually going to be a very fast one. I got another suggestion, like another Pokemon suggestion that I asked to one of my fellow mod over Crossing Minutes channel. So I asked Celestine Knight what Pokemon she liked. She kind of threw me a curveball there and asked for, like, the first name that came into her mind was Jolteon, which almost made me choke because I didn't stream it on YouTube. I did a stream over Discord for the whole thing, but Kuyokoi, who's most likely currently streaming or about to, go check him out. By all means, give the man all the watch hours. But yeah, Kuyokoi jumped into the Discord call where I was streaming, and I asked, "Hey Koi, what is your favorite Pokemon?" He then proceeds to tell me Sylveon, which is a beautiful Pokemon, but it's so hard. It's so hard to paint. And so for me, like the Jolteon request felt similar. And I was like, I'm not very confident about being able to draw a Jolteon within reasonable time. Because I learned, from my other stream where I kind of painted the squid um, from Splatoon. That stream lasted for 9 hours, folks. That was way too long. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that again. And I requested for another Pokemon, and she said, Lilligant. So I'll try to be pretty fast about this one. And this Pumpkaboo, aside from like some like shape situation that I need to fix right now, it should be. Oh, hold on. I should be able to at least start Lilligant a little bit. I'll try to finish it during the stream, but there's no guarantee, which is fine. But yeah. Hope you guys have had a nice day, not too busy at work. Hold on, there's something that I need to adjust here. Yeah, just something like that. You just erase. Yeah, I need to adjust this. So, there you go. Alright. So the overall Pumpkaboo looks okay. I'll try and see if I'm going to do some line art. Most likely not, because I'm a very lazy person. I'll probably try to clean it up just a tiny bit and then go over with the color directly. There's an actual exercise, yeah, because going back to one of the discussions that I had over Discord, was I'd like to challenge myself with like various color palettes. Oh, thank you, Emma. Thank you. Because right now I'm kind of like, first of all, it feels like cheating because I do draw with references. I am, for those who don't know, my actual specialty is mostly watercolor, like actual real life watercolor. I tend to paint either flowers, birds, most animals. I mean, they're pretty hard to paint, but I tend to go with realism work. I never really take the time, or at least took the time to practice, digital art before. I used to dab a little bit into digital art when I was younger, but I never. Neptune, hi! It's so good to see you. But basically, I never really took the time to practice digital art because, it's easier if you have a tablet and a pen because, you need to control everything. It's a lot easier, let's just say. And for the longest time, I actually didn't have, like, I had a tablet, like an old Wacom tablet that probably, I'm not even sure I can make it work anymore. And I used to draw with that. And then, school and work happened and I stopped drawing because I just didn't put enough time into it. Then fast forward, I think I mentioned it before, but basically I'd spent close to five or at least 6 years easily without drawing at all. Not even like a doodle in real life. The only thing that I would write is actually patience notes. So, yeah, no time whatsoever. And then the pandemic. Hi, Kirsten. And then the pandemic happened, and this is all kinds of wrong. Hold on, let me fix it. And the pandemic happened, and lo and behold, we started to have a little bit more, you know, a little bit more time. Well, I mean, I didn't really, but I needed a way to kind of like empty my brain. And so I picked, painting. Um, and there's so many amazing like watercolor artists out there, like really inspires you. And it just like, for those who want to learn how to watercolor, there's so many tutorials that is accessible, free, by the way. There's no need to be like, some Googling is going to help you. But over YouTube, like for sure, there's going to be like fast forwards for certain paintings. Um, and yeah, that's how I picked back painting again. Then Cleo kind of gave me the itch to start digital art again. So shout out to him. Shout out for his music currently playing. But yeah, he's kind of like the reason along like, no, actually, I also need to shout out Artsy, because Artsy really inspired me to, with the whole like Inktober, which I really fell behind, and I still want to do all the prompts. Um, but yeah, so Artsy actually inspired me a lot um, with her prompts. And I was like, oh, that sounds actually, fun. And yeah, it is. For those who are interested in doing the Artoween um, challenge, not challenge, but exercise. It's I know that on her Twitter, on her Discord channel, even over YouTube, she shares like all her videos, and you have like the whole like art process, which I adore. Um, and so both of them actually really inspired me to pick up, digital art again. Even though like, over the Discord on Crossing Minutes channel, there's also an art section, and there's so many like amazing artists too over this channel. Aplar, I don't, okay, Aplar. Listen, even Ryan, because you're here, you're a mod too. I am terrified of joining a stream, of jumping in, because I feel weird to have a shout out to me. Like, it's so weird. So for me, I'm like, I think I'm just going to lurk in silence, because you guys are like, it's just, I'm not used to that. I'm not used to you for, the whole attention and, yeah, promote your channel. I'm like, this is weird. I feel like I'm getting scolded by the gang of mods right now. Oh, goodness. Oh, thank you, Kirsten. Actually, thank you, guys. Like, I do not expect anything. Like, for me, it's a nice way for me to connect with you guys and kind of to share, like, my chaotic approach on drawing and painting. Um, but yeah, like, my God, I kind of like lost my train of thought, but yeah, over Discord. So basically, I was talking to the lovely Kirsten here, um, about like, not being able to use specific color palettes, because I feel like, especially like high contrasting colors. So if you use like a blue with like yellow, kind of, I'm thinking about IKEA here, but high contrasting colors, but still make it work into a painting. My brain is just not wired to be that bold when it comes to colors. And so she actually linked me um, a website that kind of makes you, gives you some kind of like color palette. And obviously you can change some colors if you feel like it's like too boring, I would say. Um, and I definitely want at some point start to draw something other maybe than Pokemon. I'll see. Um, but to kind of impose myself like some kind of like color palette and see where it goes from here. Or it could be a Pokemon or anything like any other creature, but have like a very specific set palette that I cannot, like, let's say those are the 5 colors that I picked. Those are going to be the 5 colors that I'll be able to use for the whole drawing. No cheating. So it's going to be pretty interesting. Aside from that, like, there's not really much going on. So that I kind of wonder how the recording of this is going to turn out. I mean, yeah, for sure. I love, getting outside my comfort zone, um, because it's just, I like this. It piques my interest, I would say. um, I'm someone who tends to get bored easily, even though drawing is not the same. Like, drawing is something that I can hyper focus on and like love, but I feel like I'm not going to improve my skills if I always draw the same thing. So to be honest, Pokemon's is something new to me. Um, but any kind of other challenges is always like super welcome. I like that. And also apply, because you mentioned something about like promoting myself. I have no idea how streamers, make it automatic on Discord to be like, hey, I'm live today, you know, like I'm live right now. Come and join. Like, I have no clue. I honestly, I'm mind boggled. What is it? Like, I'm pretty sure there's some kind of like bot on Discord that it installed, and they're like, oh yeah, there you go. I'm live on stream, on YouTube. And there's also, this is plain looking. I might add another layer, which is okay. And there's obviously like other projects that I'd love to work on, but I kind of need a little bit more time to prep. Yeah, there's bots. Okay, I thought about that. Like, I was like, there's no way. But that's why, like, I don't promote myself, because just manually doing it, I'm like, ugh. Don't forget, I'm a lazy person. I'm very lazy. I'm going to take the path of least resistance. Oh, in my own server? That's why. I don't have a server for my, especially when not for drawing. I do have like my own like personal like server, mostly because my family is in there. And we get to be able to communicate like more easily. But I don't have my own like server. Okay, so actually this pinkish orange is kind of plain. So I mean, I'm going to add the hue of orange, and then I want the pink. Is that it? I hope, because I should have saved the picture to be able to color pick. I know May posts her promo manually in each server. Yeah, that's going to be probably me. But to manually post feels like a a chore. I'm just so boring. So I'm most likely would take the bot route. That's how lazy I am. It's funny. I'm lazy for that, but I'm actually I tend to do a lot of like research and I look into things because it's interesting for me. But after that, I'm like, ugh, I actually have to do it. Lazy bone in my body, please disappear. Alright. The tiny feet of a Pumpkaboo. It's such a cute Pokemon. And I've had like my some thoughts about, you know, a bit of a like a more recent designs of Pokemons where I'm kind of like, what is this? Um, but I have to say, Pumpkaboo is such like it's such a good design. I don't fully like its evolution. Was it Gorgeized or something like that? Not that much of a fan of it. I like the first version. The Pokemon game got released today. Was it like early? What? Did guys? Uh I pre-ordered the next Pokemon games, so this is new to me. I have no time to play, so not the game, new Pokemon. Okay, okay. Yeah, okay. Because I think the new game is going to come out like in a bit. But yeah, the evolution of Pumpkaboo is kind of like I don't know, man. This is not for me. Um, there's something of like cute and round-ish Pokemons with like stubby feet. It's too cute for me. Um, okay, I need more a baby Pumpkaboo. Yeah. Hold on. So I set a layer 3, but I don't need it. Hold on. So for the brown part, yeah, evolved Pumpkaboo is kind of it's a bit yikes, I would say. Hold on. So I'm actually going to take that brown. It's just I feel like it's so I try to the best of my ability to train my eye when I look at like a picture. Um, some I remember I heard like friends that went into art school that told me that some of their teachers, at least in digital art, would tell them like don't color pick, like train your eyes to see the colors. And yeah, I'm I did that for myself because again, lazy bone just makes me I can save the picture, I can do a color pick, but I don't wanna, it's too long. Have you heard of ooblets? Yes, I've heard of ooblets. I do have ooblets. I played a little bit, uh, and it's just time. Yeah, time. I I barely have time to do any of my dailies in Animal Crossing. Just for me, it's a yeah. I I honestly don't have a lot of time. But ooblet is actually so cute. I love like the music and the fact that it's all about like dance battles, you know. Hi Celestine. It's so good to see you. Sky Kids. Yeah, I know. The aesthetic of Sky Kids from is just too good. Um, Journey being a beautiful game, you know. Actually, you know what? I'm lazy. Why am I dodging this? I can just erase. That's fine. Yeah, the dance battles are so good. And the beat also, like I'm like, oh, snap. It's it's good music. So, how are you, Celestine? Hope you're well. Don't hesitate to poke me if Dan starts streaming. I don't think he has a stream schedule, but I'm also paranoid because sometimes Dan just starts streaming without like any warning, and I just panic because I feel like a terrible mod for for not even noticing. Though he did release a pretty hilarious video today, um, of a VR game. Oh my god, what is going on here? Yeah, of a VR game. Um, and Dan has such his sense of humor, 10 out of 10. Aw, thank you, Ryan. I did talk about this before, like how I kind of feel bad because um, I tend to not interact as much as like with the audiences anymore. I am there, I am lurking, but I just don't really talk. I tend to do like other things at the same time. I like check other streams, and I'm like, yeah, I'm neglecting my mod duty. um, and it's really not like there's nothing against that at all. It's just me. What did I do? Did I? Oh crap. Welp. Um. Okay. I just hold on. Control Z, because there and no way I'm going to keep it on layer one. No way. That was oof. You guys did not see anything. Yeah. I hope Celestine understands. She does. Don't worry. Unless you don't, Celestine, then feel free to voice your opinion. Yeah, I know. Dan is honestly like super chill with us. I am so happy to be like his mod. He's so chill and really doesn't ask a whole lot from us. He's just like, yeah, be there if you can. Yeah, you saw nothing. I am kind of embarrassed of making that rookie mistake, and I should have known when I passed like this. Like right now, I'm just doing like a color thingy. Um, and since it's a layer above like the orange, I should have noticed because I was kind of like, how come the color doesn't, layer over the orange? And then lo and behold, it was not actually on the top layer. Yeah, no, Dan is the chillest, never asks for anything. Um, he's, I know that he's super helpful in like the background, um, because I hear bits and pieces here and there. Um, I know that he's also like super busy in general, like with his real life volunteering job. Yeah, no, for him that was like since day one. I think like with his first messages, and I mean Celestine can probably confirm that amongst like his first messages was pretty much like, hey, by the way, don't feel obligated to either be there for the stream because this is not a job, and also like if you can't stay for the whole thing, it's okay. Like there's no obligation. Because Dan can handle himself. Like if there's a spicy bot, he can take care of it. It's just easier because right now he has like subscribers more like only for the chat, so it kind of deters a lot um, of the spicy bots. But yeah, no, in general, I think Dan's chat is yeah, I think he's almost like the first messengers or something. Um, because I remember there was a stream where either one of us or two of us, who how many of us couldn't make it for various reasons, and we kind of want to warn the whole crew and be like, hey, I won't be there. And Dan was like, yeah, no, don't worry, like do your own stuff. He knows that we have like a personal life. Mm-hmm. I mean, Peyton, bless her, she streams for a long time. I mean, I can't say anything because my other stream where it's just 9 hours was too long. And I think I've discussed about it. I believe it was with Celestine on Discord. But basically, I know that for digital art, there's like faster way to do things, especially for colors. So I'm kind of like I'm suboptimal. Yeah, the 9 to 10, like the longest stream that I did was I really blame the squid. Like my soul was leaving my body for this one. Um, actually, yeah. So I was, yeah, no, that was the only reason I was okay for like 9 to 10 hours is really because of my job. I only have my job to thank to be able like to have that physical fortitude to go through that. I mean, I'm actually super proud of the squid painting. It's just, yeah, no. Um, if I use that setup again, it will be when I'll have like my own like separate graphic tablet. Because no, the Surface as a secondary monitor that doesn't have like any pen pressure thing. No, 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 no. I can't do that. It's so hard. It's so long because like everything doesn't behave the same way. Um, what you guys didn't obviously you didn't see, but there's a lot of lag. Like the input of me making a line is yeah, the delay, everything was terrible. Even though the results pretty I'm very 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 pleased with it. um it was just too long, so I was like, no, I need to find other ways to paint. And right now I'm still using a very suboptimal way, but there's something like, I mean, it's there's something soothing about coloring books and everything, and it right now it kind of triggers something. Yeah. But I do love like the content creators. I mean, and honest, to be very honest, I don't think in the Animal Crossing community you have like content creators that, I wouldn't say exploit, that wouldn't be right to say, but they kind of tells like their mod, hey, by the way, you have to be there. Like it doesn't seem a very Animal Crossing community behavior. I'm pretty sure it exists with other games or on Twitch or anything, but I mean, I'm not going to show up consistently unless it's an actual job, you know? And right now, like, we're all doing this from, from pure love because we do support the creator, but at the end of the day, it's not a job. We're not getting paid for that. So like it's yeah. Oh, YouTube. Yes, I'm still watching the video. Well, listening to the video. Calm down. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's a jump. Um, I kind of wonder. Hold on. Can I actually? I need to ask Cleo later about this. If I can play like songs without getting a copyright strike, like any of his songs. Yeah, exactly. If you're a mod and you get paid, of course it becomes a job. Like, of course, even for myself, like if I had ever have mods and I get to pay them, yeah, I do expect. But at the same time, it's never in that case like I should have like a regular like schedule. It's going to be like kind of clear. Like this day I'm going to stream, um, make time, you know. But yeah, I need to ask him because this pumpkin blue is all over the place. I need to ask him. No, it was this one. The Japanese is driving me a little bit nuts here. Nope, not this. Is it this? Okay, kind of work. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. And I mean, again, I know that I'm going to nerd out here. So, over a few months ago on Dan's stream, another content creator that I really, 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 really like, that is not part of the Animal Crossing community, actually popped up in his chat. For those who don't know her, she's a lawyer. Her name is Emily D. Baker. She makes a lot of like. She used to be a district attorney, I think in California, and she specializes a lot. Like she does. Yes, Cleo. If you can DM me your playlist, like the streaming playlist, I would love to play it. Um, but yeah, so coming back to me fangirling in chat when Emily D. Baker shows up, she has like she's part of obviously she used to be a district attorney. She makes um like obviously commentary about like pop culture cases. Um, and she has like an enormous mod squad. And yeah, she pays them because her streams they do be wild sometimes. Take care, V. Some flaming hots. Yes, I haven't eaten any flaming hot Cheetos in such a long time. I don't eat that much like junk food. How are you, Cleo? Hope you're well. Here I was thinking of like, yeah, this is going to be a fast stream. It's just not going to happen because I take so much time with these colors. Oh my god. But it's okay. I'm recording the process and I'll be able to speed it up and do a voiceover after. But no, I'm not too sure what I can, teach or explain to people. Because honestly, what I do is just I look at something and go for it. Yeah, Emily D. Baker, she's amazing. and she popped up in dance stream. I was nerding out because I'm a member to her channel. Welcome back, Neptune. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Like, take breaks. What is breaks? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Please. Don't worry. I'm I'm today was actually a good and productive day at work, so it wasn't so bad. What is a exact Cleo? You of all people, you know. Oh, thank you, thank you. Hold on, let me switch this. So it's going to be some kind of like playlist change. Hold on. Oh, pause. A moment of silence. Okay. No, I asked for a moment of silence, please. Oh my God, I cannot wait until I have a little bit more for my setup. So sorry, I'm just this is all me. Hold on. Moment. A huge content creators in the stream. Yeah, I I I, I didn't say anything. I was like, oh my God, it's Emily D. Baker. And there's some people who knew who she was. Like she was, they were like, oh, is this the lawyer lady? I'm like, yes, this is the lawyer lady. Oh my God. A moment of music. Yeah. Oh, Neptune. That sounds so good. Like my tablet is dying. My tablet's up. I see a favorite animal, Cleo. I see it. Okay. I'm just anything. Okay. There's two. You give me choice. This is hard. Um, yeah, no. I was the biggest nerd for Emily. Again, it's law stuff. So if you're not interested in any like famous like lawsuit cases, it's just yeah. You can forget about it. Um, but okay, my dudes, anytime. Yes. Hi. I'm again terribly sorry for the delay. Enjoy my voice, please. Music start. This is too weird. Um, yeah. I mean, and Emily is so cool. She was like pretty sure. I was like, hey, chat. Like, how are you? Meanwhile, I was just freaking out. You got your first copyright claim? Yeah. Thank you, Apply. That's the thing with music, at least in on YouTube, that kind of freaks me out. Because again, I would listen to a lot of different types of music. I'm a big like if I draw, it depends on my mood, but I do listen to a whole lot of music. But again, don't want any copyright strike because I don't need that in my life. But yeah, no, if you guys are ever interested in like pop culture like lawsuit cases, she's the one to go to. Like the way that she explains law is so good. By the way, she's very fan of the cursey words, so be mindful. If you don't like the cursey words, she might not be a good law tuber. Yeah. Like Emily jumped in chat and I could see like, there's like the check mark. Oh my God, the lag. Hold on. I need to see what the heck is going on here. Because I'm not leaving. This isn't good. Yeah, the check mark just pops up. Huh? Nightbot. No, 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 no. Nightbot. Please. People need to tell me how to calibrate Nightbot to be less of a berserk. Because Nightbot is This lag is unreal right now. I'm. This is lagging super hard. Nanobot has no chill. So listen, you know that. And I explained a little bit like why caps kind of quote unquote bothers me. It's really because my ADD brain, if you type in all caps all the time, my I'm going to focus on that only, and I can't read anything else. And so when you mod and you try to pay attention to chat, like if people are stuck spamming like caps, I get yeah, I get overwhelmed. No, I didn't. Just know that caps does bother me in chat. I think I told like people before like how it's funny because we like us three mods for Dan all have like a different vibe. um you know exactly like they say, oh, brings is here because there's more timeouts being delivered for overuse of caps or you know um and I mean, Celestine, you're doing an amazing job, like especially because you interact so much with the crowd, and it's something that I actually admire a lot because I can't keep up, and you do a very good, like an amazing job keeping up with like everyone that comes in, greeting them, interacting, catching like the chats. It's just yeah, very. But I think that we balance each other's out. Like yeah, I mean the crossing minute ship is very. It's a small boat, you know. Yeah, I know. Dan was like, no, 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 it's okay. Like, but it's like I mentioned to people before, and I forget already like who I talk to. But basically, it's just for me. It's kind of it becomes a pet peeve. Like it's really for me. It's for my own selfish reason. It's for my own selfish reason because I want to be able to keep up with chat, and if everyone spams like all caps, I'm like, yeah, I'm a bit like Ninebot. I get I get cranky because there's just too much going on here. Um, and yeah, that's. I'm pretty sure you do have like a pattern. Um, yeah, and I mean, again, it always comes back to adapt to what your streamer is okay with. And Dan is actually okay. So technically, I'm the grumpy person here. I'm uh, I'm the quote unquote, and although I kind of hate to say it, I feel like a Karen, even though poor Karens out there. How few Karens in this world ruin it for you guys. But yeah, I'm a bit. I tolerate a little bit less of all the all caps, even though there's always like a context to it. Like I do use it. People like there's always a good context to it. It's just I feel like um maybe I think Koramora's chat did traumatize me because Kora's chat have a lot of like all caps spammers at times, and I'm like, no, Katie, mods anonymous. This is a safe space for all the mods out there. Um, hi, Katie, how are you? But yeah, no, it's really for me. It's for my own selfish thing. I don't like caps, but it's also because I've I've watched like a lot of streams, and when cap starts to happen, it becomes very hard to keep up with chat because it kind of becomes like a blob of text, and I'm like, no, I don't want to. I never thought that the Browns would be so hard to Yeah, that's so let's see. This is okay because I actually it feels so weird. Like it feels so weird. Now I'm like I mentioned to Clara before, I'm actually terrified of jumping into, oh my God, what is going on here? Of jumping into a stream because getting a shout out is just it's weird. Again, I imposter syndrome runs deep. Like I don't consider myself as a pure like content creator. Like but I'm also not really a streamer. I mean, I do stream, but at the same time, like not like the same way as everyone. Ryan, you are the super mod. Like, holy moly. Yeah, no, I'm not for one. And I think I sometimes like there's applications like open for other streamers, and I'm so thankful that I don't get picked because I don't get the time. Just Dan alone is enough. And I mean Truong because everybody's a mod for Truong. But yeah, no, I'm actually grateful that nobody picked me other than Dan because yeah. And I think it's also because of the vibes because I was actually surprised that I got picked by Dan. Very surprised because when he did his like questionnaire like situation like what would you do if this happens, I answered very honestly, and as you guys kind of know, I'm also pretty, I wouldn't say harsh, but yeah, I'm not the kind of person that just going to be like, hey, please, pretty please do this. Like there's some stuff obviously. Like I'm going to say, hey guys, be mindful of, not using too much emojis. But sometimes there's stuff where I'm like, yep, nope, you get a kick ban without a warning because I honestly don't care. But also because, Dan grows like his channel in kind of like a different way. He doesn't really care. Like if you have like a very like negative person or someone who's very disturbing, like disruptive, I wouldn't say disturbing because that sounds kind of wrong, but like disruptive, Dan doesn't care if he loses, that subscriber because he's like, yeah, no, I'd rather have content of people like are going to listen to me and kind of be respectful of my work, you know. Yeah, Pat, I never spoken in word. Yeah, yeah, Pat. It's a bit like Blaine Baywick. I love the man, but I'd be. I there's just like there's a level even for Koramora. It's like a level of like flow in chat and people that I would find very overwhelming. Like it's too much. There's too much going on. And because there's a lot of things going on, I don't feel like engaging as much because it just feels like, oh, my message is going to get flooded away by just the sheer amount of like interactions in chat right now. Okay, Ryan. The way that you just casually said that you have all of that set up to mod makes me it's kind of funny because now I do visualize you Um, like in Star Trek, like you have a deck, like captain's chair, and had like all the screens in front of you to mod. It's so funny because you're a fast modder. Like, I know that sometimes people say, oh, like I tend to pew pew the spicy bots away fast, but you're way faster than me, way faster. Yeah, and that's a part that I enjoy modding with you, Celestine, is that you balance this out. Because me throwing the hammers, no problem. I don't mind. Um, but it's just I sometimes I don't get either the energy, mostly the energy to engage with people because that's part of my day-to-day job is that engaging with people, and sometimes like I don't want to talk. I just want to listen to Dan talk and relax and do my things. So you pew pew bots too slow. This is a roast, and I need Cleo to be there to be able to roast him like this. But I was going to ask if you share Cleo's Wi-Fi. um, I am so sorry, that was mean. Cleo, love you. Please don't take it personally. Please, Cleo, do not. Yeah, I still love you. um, could never mod on phone. It's even slower. Yeah, I don't know how you do it, Ryan. You know, it's why. Okay, to Cleo. Oh, you girls are terrible, terrible. What what did I do? I unleashed something. Okay, so I'm going to. You know what? I'm too lazy. Another layer. Let's go. Um, yeah, and Ryan, your Wi-Fi is like I don't know what it is. It's because my internet, even though may not sound like it, I have a pretty good internet connection. But yours, my goodness. I'm used to my phone. Cleo, please, please, Cleo. Um, I'm sorry. It was just it was there. Okay, it's like I couldn't just not bring it. Like it's just there. I'm sorry. I feel bad. Also for Kirsten. Oh my goodness. The Finding Nemo story. The delay of reaction proves my points. But then I hear the roast applies going to be tomorrow. V. V. Oh my god. This is a oh hold on. What's going on? Is this a vengeance moment? You step over for 1 minute and you get roasted. It's not even your stream too. I'll try to control a bit better my own chat. I'm sorry. Yeah, no. Cleo, to be honest, it's okay. I've had in my life terrible internet in my life. But yeah, Ryan is actually a super mod. Like I always thought that my internet is pretty fast, even though like right now it doesn't seem like it because streaming on a Surface is not really optimal. um, but yeah, no, Ryan, you're you're amazing. Neptune, yeah, I see you everywhere, Neptune. It's funny because we kind of follow each other. We do follow like we do watch kind of like the same content creator, so that's super fun to see you there. Mm-hmm. Um, but yeah, hold on. Yeah, let's just see if I didn't. No, I didn't. And no, Cleo, this is a safe space. It is a safe space. I need to watch. I need to catch more of like Jelly's like stream. But last time I went there and I saw that Ryan started to make a shout out comment for me, I was like, yeah, this is me. I'm going to hide now forever. Forever. You're not going to see me around anymore. I'm just going to like silently lurk and just, yeah, goodbye, world. This is the condensed. Hey, I try. I try. But yeah, Cleo, I saw your answer in Discord. I'll definitely try to do something. Um, because I'd love to um maybe stream kind of like an arts process, which would be sneaky. Ooh, you're going to make a second account? Hey, I was not ready. Like for me, it was just really about like sharing the process because um Bob Ross, I would love. Oh my God, you have no idea how much I would love to. I have no one to do any Bob Ross painting with. But going back to the small like Finding Nemo comment, man, yeah, there's a story behind the movie suggestion for Finding Nemo that I told Aplar and Kirsten. Yeah, and I need to share it at some point. Hold on, I said like yeah, Pokemon description idea, Kirsten. Very true. It's I think a Pokemon description challenge would be. I mean, it could be nice like by myself, but if there's anyone, and I'm thinking about Invalid, um, if he'd be interested in partaking into that kind of challenge while we kind of both stream at the same time, and kind of like if we can either show our screen or something. Um, yeah, apply the Finding Nemo story. I have to say, I have to tell it, but hold on, just because I don't want to not V with a finger paint mountains. Hey V, don't underestimate your skills. No, no, no. Okay, V, you might feel the pain. Pretty much everybody is going to feel the pain. This is going to be a real story, not me involved. Although I was a witness of part of it. Um, long like I'm going to keep it somewhat short because when I told it don't discard it, was like it took forever. Basically, I have because she's still studying with me. I have a friend that few years back, uh, kind of, she was single at the time, and in class we saw a dude there that looked. The first reaction that you get when you see him is like, oh, maybe he's is that he looks attractive. Like he's a very classically very attractive person, like super tall, lean, muscular, whatever you want. It's just, attractive dude. And I remember during lunchtime that I he opened his mouth and I found him very boring. And my friend who happened to find him very attractive too, like my single friend, was like, oh yeah, I did feel like he was kind of boring, and I'm kind of glad that it was not just me. The thing is, the guy was actually very, 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 very interested in my friend. It was kind of like, almost love at first sight kind of thing. And so my friend was like, he seemed to be into me. I'm like, yeah, you're not wrong there. Let's uh let's um let's invite him to drink after class. And so we went to go drink at the bar that was next to our school. And I tried to get him tipsy, and he was a mopey tipsy. V, hold on, hold on. The first thing that he's V, no, Nightbot, no, 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 no. Don't listen to Nightbot. You're fine, V. Can I time out Nightbot? Can I kick ban time? Nightbot, please sit down. V, he was the most boring drunk ever. Not only that, mind you, we did not know this man. Okay, we did not know him at all. Like, we first contact, we saw him. The man is attractive, kind of boring when he starts talking. So I put a little bit of alcohol in him in hopes of maybe, him being interesting. V, he started telling us that he was currently seeing a psychologist because of his ex. And yeah, he was a mopey drunk. And I was like, I told my friend to, abort the mission. Oh man, hold on, it gets worse, because it needs to lead to Finding Nemo, and yes, it is part of the story. And so I told my friend, like, I'd abort. Like, this is not worth it. Obviously the dude has a lot of issues that needs to be, resolved before dating. So, you can admire him from afar, but do not, date him. And my friend had a hard time saying no, so she agreed to another date with the guy. And it was the equivalent of, like, when someone says, you want to Netflix and chill. But at the time, because it was like, oh, do you want to watch a movie at my place? And she said yes, thinking of, Netflix and chill. He proceeded. First of all, she told me, like, the house was so tacky and gaudy that it felt weird. Like, like cow pelt and other decor that kind of looks like a grandma's place. Yeah, that was his place. And he proceeded on playing Finding Nemo as a movie for a, Netflix and chill. Problem was, not only he did pick Finding Nemo, the man was actually invested in the movie. So she could not talk. She couldn't do anything. And of all the movies for a date, like an actual date, one-on-one, you going back to his place, he picked Finding Nemo. What does Pumpkaboo? Looks like a hybrid of Mickey Mouse, Pokemon Silent, and Pumpkin. Is it? I can see it. This man thought Finding Nemo had lore. I mean, she, at the time, at the Snapchat days, she sent me a Snapchat of the screen, like, Finding Nemo. And I was like, okay, you're watching, a movie with your nephews. That's cute. That's cute. Finding Nemo is a cute story. She was like, nope. Guess again. And yeah, she took a picture of his face, and I was like, no, you are not at his place and watching Finding Nemo. And the dude, when she took the picture, he was like leaning forward, looking at the story. Wanted to find her heart like Molly Fun. Glee. Oh my god. I'm dying. And yeah, because of the story, Kirsten was like, "Yeah, movie night. Let's put Finding Nemo there." I cannot watch this movie without without thinking about that story. My friend is now happily like she's mad, she's happy, but we sometimes remember like, hey, do you remember about that Finding Nemo that guy? I honestly never met someone who was that boring. Like super attractive, opened his mouth, and I'm like, yep, he's not very interesting. That's a shame. Cleo, okay, hold on. No, 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 no. Cleo, hold on. Let me. You guys, hold on. Calm yourselves down, because I need to. Okay. Um, that would be so funny. Can I put Nightbot in timeout? I can. That's amazing. I timed out. Oh my god, this is so funny. Okay, hold on. How do you earn this channel? Bye. Bye, Nightbot. I don't need you. Oh, Celestine! Artsy! Okay, Celestine, you can tell Artsy, what are you doing? Go promote other content creator. I do not, and I repeat, I do not think that it's not even deserved. It's just I'm not a very consistent person. I stream because I want to have fun and to hang out with you guys and to show like a drawing process. And also for me, it's a good way to document and force myself to get out of my comfort zone. So, oh my god, yeah, I timed out Nightbot for you guys. This is what the Spider-Man pointing at each other looks like. Oh my god. it Chat, please. Class, come down. This is I don't know how streamers do it. You guys have such like chaotic energy. Use your hammer, V. You know what? It would be kind of funny if I add V as a moderator. How's a hot therapist, V? Oh my god. The physical, yeah, I know. The physical threat is so funny. No, not Kirsten, please. Like, we want to know more about the whole physical therapist thing. He's an older man. I don't want to add to my daddy issues. I'm going to shut up and not even let my train of thought continue. Because. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm going to shut up now. Keep on drawing. Keep doing you, chat. Hear you. Oh my god, I can't. You are. You are. It's very bold. It's just. Yeah, I'll keep on swinging, don't worry. It's just too funny. That's a very, like, washed out looking Pumpkaboo. Yeah, Aplar. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to kind of participate, or at least let the chaos happen. Do your homework. Don't be a student like me. Thank you, Aplar. It's a bit washed out for now, but I'm going to add like more colors to it. An hour for a pumpkaboo? Yeah, sounds about right. You love the chaos. Eat the rich. Yeah, that's true. I am so oh my goodness. Hold on. Your crush is texting you? Hold on. Hold on. Your crush is texting you? Thank you, banana. Hold on. I'm going to zoom out. So Aplar, this is my reaction. I'm not going to add it in chat, but Kirsten nailed it. Hold on. Your crush? Aplar? This is me looking at chat now. I'm waiting for details. You let it out there. It's not right. Oh my god, that ship. I know. Don't worry. That was a temporary ship of me being bored and just how are they? Excellent question. Keep guys, keep asking questions. We need more details, Aplar. So who is a person? A plask already sinking. Kirsten, a plask never sailed. Never. Ever. Hashtag a plask. V is going to run with it. Watch during like Cleo stream. The flash ship. Hey. Oh my god. Cleo. Yeah, okay. It's going to be a very short like story, Cleo. There's nothing. Okay? There's really nothing going on. There's really nothing going on. It's just that during one of my streams, there was not a lot of people. And I think it was Aplar talking about like how she fumbled with, not noticing that a guy like liked her. And I think the subject came like with and I mean Cleo, you're a guy, so that's perfect. You're going to be able to answer that. Basically, Aplar got asked for a play, a theater play, and I was like, no, if a guy asks you for a play, for sure he has interest in you. But so I was like, because there's things in life, honestly, like a play is not necessarily like a first person's choice when you want to go out with a girl in a platonic way. Like I'm like, there's no guys out there. Like if you're a platonic friend, you're going to go out to the movies, you're going to go to the mall, you're going to, do other things, but not going to like actually like play theater. So I just mentioned that, yeah, the guy had a crush on you. And Rask then showed up in chat, and so we talked. And then I think it's just because of the back and forth going on. And I was bored. So I was like, oh, like, is this a ship happening? It's okay, Celestine. It's really nothing going on. Nothing happened. It's just, I find it funny because it just popped up. And I started like creating a non-existent ship, Cleo, please hashtag apply to your hashtags and streams. Oh my god. Yeah, the play. Like you apply and you don't reciprocate. Oh my god. V, the agent of chaos. Um, being which made me never Starbucks for days. Now you're doesn't like Nemo. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. But yeah, no, it's Cleo. Nothing is going on. It's just it really was just me being bored. And yeah, Cleo, would you bring a female friend, a platonic friend, to a play like Shakespeare play? I'm going to I'm going to pick Shakespeare because it's kind of like the most obvious one. Like platonic friend, you have no romantic interest. I know. Exactly. See? We have the answer of flower. You fumbled. The guy had a crush on you. See? Katie knows. I explained that the cat is out of the bag for Plask. Sproutsy. It's true. My streams with a dash of reality TV. Can you imagine? You've been to a choir. Different. If it's a someone that is part of like the circle, like you go to the choir, musical, yeah, which is fine. But you know, let's say it's someone who has no interest or is not part of choir, who's not, you know, you're not dumb, Celestine. It's just, it became like kind of the inside thing between just a few viewers who are there for the shenanigans. No, like nothing. It's really, hey, do you want to come hang out for a play? Like, you're, like, if you're going to invite a girl who's not a theater kid, you know, what's the Romeo and Juliet? Aplar. There's more question to it. It's more like if you would just invite a female friend that you consider like in a platonic relationship to go see a play when she has no like not no interest but has no like affiliation to the whole like theater world. She said yes because like, oh yeah, sure, invite me out, but it's not like about, you know I don't know. Like they it's like if you ask someone who has no like interest in Broadway to go, hey, do you want to see a Broadway play? Like, unless someone who expresses some kind of interest to it. I mean, first of all, Broadway tickets are so expensive. Like, if I'm going to ask you to go with me, like, you best believe that either you have interest or I'm interested in you. You, Aplar, sabotaging. Only reason if they like the person, but if they don't like something like that, it's a weird thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What time is it in France for someone to wake up? V, you have to add 7 to 6 hours. Yeah. It's 2 a.m. in France. Hold on, Kirsten, what time is it for you? Do I have to let the poor man sleep? Not Aplar trying to bury the evidence. You're in the same time zone, Kirsten? It's so late. Go sleep. Rask is also very awake. Yeah, I think I've heard Rask's voice in on Discord when I asked him what Pokemon he wanted, like if he had a favorite one, and then he said like Charizard, and I was like, what is this deep ass voice? The man is getting over a cough. That's all true, Katie. That's all true. Details about this digital relationship. Digital relationship. Okay, V. Non-existent digital relationship. I have to. I have to. Kind of. Panini also has a deep voice. Really? Aplar. Interest is peaked. Look at Cleo, Agent of Chaos, right there. That's pretty cool. And now I suddenly like my man European. Panini is not 18. Hold on. Like, is he older than 18? Or younger? Like, because, yeah, like, please. Younger than 18? Aplar. If you want to delete all of your messages, feel free. Oh my god. In his 20s? Oh no. Caught in 4K. Yeah, abort. Abort the mission. Everyone shush so I don't have to scroll as much. Oh my god. You guys bring tag along in a Europe tour? Celestine. Yeah, for sure. I'd love to go back to Europe. Not the eloping. Oh my god. Not the eloping. I might do a little bit more after this. Okay, so actually more shades. Yeah, for Kaboom looks fine. The evidence is destroyed. By the way, Cleo, out of curiosity, when is going to be your next stream? And second part of the question, is it, do you think there's going to be a Gartic round? Just saying. We're going to see pose like Cleo roadies. Oh, that's so. I like that idea. Aplar. Is the Aplask like ship still going? Like I thought it was sinking. You're texting your crush. Uh-huh. Okay, this is me going to run with the shenanigans, Aplar. So you're telling me that you're texting your crush, and right now we determined that Aplar is always awake. Do you have something to say, lady? I'm just saying. I'm raising a question here. Cleo needs to visit everyone to kind of make sure that we're not crazy people. Oh, me. You're so right. He's already kicking us out. Cleo is for sure like I need to see everyone as an individual, just to make sure that it's not going to be too crazy if I bring them with me. Toward the void when. Man. Of course, Aplar. You'll stop texting your crush because Cora sent you to the void. Saving the recovery information? What is going on here? I'm sorry. I do attract the can't remember the last time you had a crush. Oh, Celestine. It's okay. Don't worry. It's really like just it's shenanigans at this point. It's really nothing. I know. Ignorance at this point, ignorance is bliss. The fact that you don't know much is perfectly fine, Celestine. Because all those details are not really necessary. Oh, now I feel bad. We budget I used to Carlos on specific days to V. V. Oh my god. Never once in my life. Never once. I could never. Guys, hey, Cleo, this is now a Q&A for all the ladies right now in chat that are currently on the prowl. No one needs to know about the placid last cross of dating. Katie! Katie! Oh my god. Of course on the prowl. Okay, Cleo, this also, last course of dating came actually during the infamous stream where I started shipping a Plask. It's the same stream. It's actually friends. I know it's a very long stream, but it's part of the 9-hour stream. We went off into this fictional show of last crosser dating. Last crosser dating that basically regroups. This is all kinds of wrong. That regroups like so. Basically, the participant have like different tasks or like at least like mini games in order to gain the chance of dating a Plar. So we were like, okay, we need to figure out which games. And so she said, oh yeah, like we talking like about how she's good at Mario Kart. So it needs to be like the guy needs to be to be good at Mario Kart. So he needs to beat her during like this tournament. But he also needs to have like a good sense of humor. So maybe like being good at Quiplash, you know. Celestine. Oh my god. Oh my god. Pat could host the shenanigans. But yeah, so like rounds of Quiplash, rounds of Gartic, rounds of Mario Kart, and any other games, like any really games that would gain points, and the man that gets they have to do to not get eliminated, and then at the end, a player would kind of pick a winner and be like, okay, I'm going to go on a date. But that would be so funny. Yeah. No. It needs to be a plastic's life. No, it needs to be. We want volunteers. Like, you don't get to participate if you have no interest in V. Or, my God, me saying V in the PLAR. Because V, you're part of season 2. This is the reason why I said it. I was like, we need a season 2 for V. So we find herself like a man out there. We're going to enroll the physical therapist, the attractive one. That would be so funny. You volunteers tribute? Yes. Like I said, second season. Your therapist. Can you imagine if you reach out to your therapist or any like good looking person? The plus is giving you life. The man has experience that intimidates me. I'm going to also shut up there. I'm not even going to let my train of thought continue. Not even. I will not. No. Oh my God. Like I said, yes. The Applause ship stays in my stream. It stays in my stream. Do not. Yeah, do not. Because, like I mentioned before, like, Cleo's stream has, you know, a younger audience that might run with it, you know. Um, Drama here? No, I don't believe it. Hold on. Why is it YouTube? Really? Like, no. Stop pausing. Like, I'm still there. I'm still listening. What do you ask? Jeez. Don't worry, Cleo. I actually, I hid, so I technically kind of banned Nightbot, so it's just me. Don't worry. Um, you're going to go back to video editing? Ooh, have a nice editing moment. We saw it. We did. But happy editing. Hope I'm not too distracting. And I'll definitely try to make a kind of like record or maybe like do a stream about like the um basically like a draw together kind of stream. That would be really cool. Um so for people to kind of get an idea, I was talking to we had a small discussion on Discord, and I mean Cleo jumped in, and we were talking about like, oh, maybe either not it's really like tutorial, but just like let's draw together like something, you know. And I kind of like show the whole process of how I draw basically. And so everyone can, you know, follow the step by step. And yeah. And so I asked like because I'm not good at imposing a specific drawing. I'd rather have like someone tell me like, hey, can you show me how to draw um I don't know, a pigeon, anything, or a specific kind of flower. And it would be easier for me to kind of like do the step by step because either first of all I'm most likely going to do research, like visual research, and yeah, we get to learn together because there's again I'm not by any like shape or form like someone who lives off art. um, so there's a lot of things that I still need to learn, and I need to, you know, observe and have references. um, Hold on. Keep your sanity. Cleo, believe in you. All I can do is now Sonic is acceptable. I don't know how to draw Sonic very well. Like I can doodle it, but it still looks like cursed. If what happens in Bring Stream stays in the Bring Stream, she have to enlist or delete the videos. That's very true. That's also very true. But do I want to enlist them though? That's why maybe I do them long for a reason, you know. People somewhere among us from someday. My God. What here? I recorded the per line. Let's go. Let's go. Huh? It's fine if you don't click like. It's really guys. It's it's okay. Don't worry. Nobody has to click like. It's just me hanging around with you. You know, Minute Ryan. Um, but yeah. So so I poked Cleo to say, hey, is there something like you favorite animals or something like that? And he did mention turtle. And lucky for you, Cleo, depending on um, the kind, I would definitely paint a turtle. Even though in like I would love to do is if I ever get to know your at some point in the future, your PO box, it would definitely be something that I would gladly paint in watercolor because turtles are actually such wonderful creatures that I could, you know, paint in real life and just send it to you as a gift because that's what I do when I paint. Kirsten with the lies. Oh no, who's going to get booted off the ship? Okay, hold on. I need to add more. No lies in here. You guys have so much energy. Holy moly. Your crush stopped texting you? That's tragic. That is tragic. You're driving over to a bar. Next time they send a text, I'll leave it to read. Oh, V. Oh my god. That is, it takes longer to reply. Pumpkaboo is so cute. It has no business on being this cute, but even. But I'm, hold on. I really need to add a bit more for this because it's going to bother me and I might not have the mental fortitude to go back to this. Okay, so that texting, to be honest, I was texting to this one guy and ugh, V is an eye for an eye kind of girl. That's very true. And you know what? I think if you know that about yourself, it's okay. There's nothing worse about like not actually knowing yourself that well and kind of like giving a whiplash to whoever you're trying to, date. But if you know kind of like your pet peeves and what quote unquote not triggers you but bothers you, yeah, it's okay. I online dated a guy in Singapore for a while. He was good at texting. Yeah, it's you know, there's some guys out there who are very guys and girls, to be honest, who are very proactive when it comes to texting, but some are actually terrible. As long as you know that it doesn't come kind of like because for me, what is worse is it starts so well. The person texts you every day, um, pretty often, and then out of the blue, it stops. But if you're kind of like, if the person is kind of consistent on being like someone who doesn't reply back, there's no surprise there. Hold on. Oh, making me into a flower. That's bold. I like that. Aries Sun, Cancer Moon, Aquarius Rising. I am not well versed in the whole Moon, Sun, and Rising. I'm just an Aries. Hold on. Oh, did Celeste Go came today? Ghosting, yeah. It took 3 months to reply once. Oof. Oh, I don't know. I'm more, again, Aries right there. I rather have like a very honest, if you're out, please tell me. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste yours either. Can we just, carry along, but be clear. You're not going to hurt my feelings because I honestly don't care. You're building Animal Crossing characters out of Legos? Yes. Because Celeste is probably my favorite character. I love Isabel and Celeste, both of them. They're sweethearts. As an NPC, of course. I love being child 24. I think I said it to Aplar and Kirsten. My friends do consider me as a dad instead of a mom of a family. That's funny. When you told me that, like, you have a dad in Virginia. I'm like, wait, what? A leaf? Oh, you know what? I never did an Animal Crossing fan art, really. That could be definitely something I could work on. Yeah. An Animal Crossing fan art. That could be good. Ooh. Alright. Have fun giving updates. No, Katie. No, never. At least I don't remember. If I did, I mean, yeah, no. Like I said, I'm not a fan art kind of person, really. Um, like yes, but also like aside like from faces of actual like players, like a Dan or like Cleo. Which villager would I draw? Oh, that's so hard to say. That's so hard to say. I need to explore that. Um, but yeah, no, like I said, I'm not really a fan art kind of person. I just an air conditioner. Challenge accepted. This is something that would appear in Gartic phone for sure. Like, okay, Pumpkaboo. Okay, okay. Nice shading. Jesus, I never thought it would last for so freaking long. Here I was, like, being enthusiast and maybe I'm going to draw Lilligan today. I'm like, no, this ain't happening. Not at this time. I had to, like, spend more time doing this. With all lists of, ooh, Aplar. This is actually genius. This is actually good. I could do that. For sure. I do think that Shenanigans is going to appear though. The Will of Chaos. Got the all yeah. Aplar? You know what you need to do now? Make your own channel and stream. Art collab, maybe? Just saying. um but yeah, no, like the Animal Crossing fan art that I do is just, on Clio stream, like I make up like the actual like the Sherp face or the Cleo like Animal Crossing villager Cleo face. But I don't like do like I don't do Celeste or Kick a Slider, like none of the like official NPC. Hold on, why is this listed hell for review? There's nothing there. You'll be playing Overwatch for a while. Yeah. Yeah. And it's fine. Again, it's just for me, like all the Gartic gaming made me want to stream. Like, it really did. It's so fun. Yeah, the pumpkin holes are glowy. Has to be. Yeah, no, it's all the shenanigans that happened during Gartic. Um, it was just too fun, and the more I started like participating, the more I was like, oh man, I want to do that on my if I have a channel. You better crush everyone, B. At Overwatch, crush everyone. Cleo, sir, aren't you supposed to be video editing? Are you? Kitty, you're next. Oh my god. Please, guys, you need to play. You guys need to play together. That's true, Kirsten. That's true. Gartic is so fun. It made me really appreciate like doing, art together. I think the animation is really what kind of sold me to I need to stream. Why do you feel like a 3-year-old? Okay. No, you're not. No, you're not. Sprousey, that's true. And Sprousey, your work, chef's kiss. It's so good. It's so good. That's true, Katie. I think you mentioned that you didn't have a new computer. Otherwise, I would have said, Overwatch is on computer too. But then I forgot. I was like, yeah, I had a small flash of you saying that you didn't have like a floor. Sorry, don't mention it. It never happened. Of course you knew that Panini was under 18. Of course. So because when you're done, yeah, you can always keep on drawing. Always. Uh, oh my god. V! That was. Oh my god. This is going to live rent free in my storage brain. Yeah, that's true, Sprousey. And that's true, Celestine. It's very easy to overwork. I think that's the reason why I enjoy like classic watercolor a bit more. It's because overworking in watercolor is like it's deadly. It becomes like so murky. Um, so simple is more. So yeah. In my case, like especially this, like what I'm doing during the stream, they're all personally I feel overworked. Um, compared to what I had in mind, like what I wanted to do. Um, it's, you know, it's it's really it's really subjective. Yeah, the undo button. Although I don't use it that often. I do, especially when I do paint in the wrong layer. Um, but I tend to, you know, not really care. I think that's the kind of like the lessons that I enjoyed with Bob Ross. It's kind of embrace kind of like the mistakes that we make. Uh, Procreate, yep, when it crashes. I don't really use it, but not. Oh, hold on, Katie. Hold on. Do you know Pumpkaboo? They did the Pokemon Pumpkaboo. It's it's a pumpkin, a ghost pumpkin that had tiny teeth. It's such an old. You don't know? Pumpkaboo is such a cute Pokemon. Uplar. Not you being tired too. I mean, yesterday was a thing for me. Goodness. I was not expecting that at all. Because, like, I think I mentioned it in Cleo's, like, general chat. I was conking out yesterday. I was so tired that I fell Like I literally fell asleep in front of my computer, and I just got woken up to a notification from my phone saying, "Hey, you have a class right now." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" I completely forgot that I signed up for a specific class. So, hold on. Just go to, listen, if this Pokemon didn't come out in the 90s, I don't know it. Katie? Yes, I do understand. Woke up at Cleo screaming Team N Talk in my ear at 7 a.m. Cleo, you seem to be the cause of a lot of chaos. And I'm pretty sure that a little bit like when Truong raids someone else and says, "It's a Cleo raid." You're like, "Wait, what?" I didn't ask for this. Like I mentioned before, I want to hurry up because I don't want to get anyone jumping from artsy stream into mine and be like, "Hey, it's an artsy raid." Please do not do that. Never, ever. And me mentioning it does not mean it's an invitation. I'm still mind boggled by the fact that people give me shout outs. I don't understand. Team N Talk. Wake up, apply, and play some games. Cleo was actually my playlist for my commute to work. Yeah. Another theme that I really love is EJs. You know, kind of like the music that he plays during his intro when the stream starts and we have to wait. Oh, it's so good. It's such a good, like, it's a good vibe, high energy. Sleepy time art is an alarm. That's true. Whenever the guitar plays, I fall asleep. It's so soothing. Oh yeah, my head hitting the desk is usually what's going to wake me up, which is, oh my god. I haven't slept that hard in a long time, but yeah, if I do fall asleep, like there's something that usually is going to be a jump scare that wakes me up. Just like the alarm yesterday for my class that I completely forgot. And that's the worst part. I signed up for that class. Your dream woke you up, Ablar? Mm-hmm. Head butted the wall the other morning. Yup. Sounds like something I don't do anymore, but I used to do a lot. I told one of my friends that I'm the type of person who's going to find a corner on a round table. That's how like clumsy I am sometimes. You sleep next to a wall. Ah, yeah. That is a fire alarm. You sleep. Nope, that's actually good. Fire alarm is definitely going to wake me up. Earthquake, I can sleep through it if I'm tired enough. Otherwise, I'm going to wake up. We talk because I'm curious. Whenever you guys get hurt in your dreams, it's numb for a while. Mm, yes and no. So, um, I honestly don't dream as often as when I was younger. The only moment I would actually feel something is when I was very young. or at least I think the last time it happened was maybe like 10 to 15 years ago, maybe. Basically, I have like sleep paralysis, like and night terrors. During those episodes, I would feel something, like but it's not like my brain doesn't register it as a real feeling. It's just you're going to have like the same emotion as, the stress, the anxiety, the pressure. I'm going to feel more pressure than anything else. But I don't, yeah, I don't really, hold on. I don't really feel pain. Like if I get, like let's say if I hit my forehead on a wall, I'm not, and I wake up, I'm not going to remember. Yeah, sleep paralysis. Oh my God, I think the last sleep paralysis and night terror, like night terror, I haven't had one in a very, very, very long time. But it used to be constant when I was like a kid. Sleep paralysis does happen, and I don't know what triggers it. I honestly don't know, but I, like you mentioned it, Katie, it could just crawl back to whatever hell it comes from. I remember the last sleep paralysis that I had was the weirdest one because it started as a nightmare and it transitioned into sleep paralysis. I don't know why my nightmare was basically, this is going to be such a nerdy weeaboo thing, but was basically like a Japanese visual novel game. So it's like you have the text box at the bottom, and you have like pictures on top, like that illustrates kind of like the scene. And I don't know why, like my nightmare actually started like as if I was playing a visual novel game, but it was kind of like the horror kind, and I got sucked in to that visual novel, and I couldn't, like, in the story, like whatever horror thing happened was basically like the person was paralyzed, like was either poisoned or something, like something happened to them and was paralyzed, and they could experience, like they could still feel, but like you can't scream, you can't move, all you can see is just see like your murderer basically. um and in my nightmare it started like me, like as if I was playing the video game, to me being sucked in and being the actual character. And so I experienced me being stabbed um, all over, and it kind of like, and then when it switched to night terrors, or like this sleep paralysis, it just switched to a loop. So I was kind of stuck in the loop of me being stabbed, and I was like, and I woke up because I was like, no, don't worry, Trung. I'm just saying about like a night terror, like a sleep paralysis experience that I had, like the latest one that I had. It was years ago, and so everything was looping, and I woke up. You know, I woke up because I was like, what is going on? But I couldn't move my body, and I could like do you kind of like hallucinate, like you have flashes. I could see like either the eyes like of the person in my Bringsbane is frozen for me. Oh no. Oh no. I hope, oh no, Trong. I hope I'm okay. But hi, Trong. How are you? Just going to finish the quick story, but yeah, just um I could just open my eyes and see like either the eyes of that nightmarish creature in front of me and have the pressure. Like I could start feeling the stuff, and yeah, I couldn't move. I really couldn't move. I was wide awake, and then you wake up again. You jolt like awake, quote unquote. My heart was beating so fast, and every time I closed my eyes, I could see like the nightmarish like scene, and like if I closed my eyes long enough, I could see the loop happening in real life. That was the last time I had a night terror. No, thank you. Sleep paralysis. Night terror is something else. I had that long ago. I was a child, and I mean, I hate clowns. I always hated clowns, but it was during the years of It, like the very first It that came out, and oof, I hold on. She's the creature nice she couldn't move. Yeah. By the way, Brains, what's your favorite color? I would say I don't have very favorite color. But I do. My colors tends to be pretty like on the colder like hues. So the blues and the greens are going to interest me a little bit more. I also have like a lot of black clothes and grays. I'm kind of like, it's weird, but I do enjoy like a lot of colors. Like visually speaking, working with like those colors is a trip for me. Um, yeah, no, sleep paralysis is it's not to record export, not to be. Ooh, I have the time lapse of the whole thing. Ooh, that's so nice. Okay, hold on. I'm going to save this. Pumpkaboo. And I'll probably start just a quick sketch of that way I can have like a head start for the next drawing. Probably is going to be in the next stream, but yeah, the latest like actual sleep paralysis I had, I hated clowns, and at the time, it was something that my siblings would watch because and I remember like they made the mistake of making me watch um it and hold on, Katie sniffing. Yeah, that's the thing. Thank you, Neptune. um I'm going to have like I'm going to double check something first, but what I'll probably do is to export the whole thing, sped up, and kind of do a voiceover kind of to explain. I'm going to put like the picture of the actual Pokemon, and what I did to go through this. But yeah, it's probably going to be like a nice commentary. Probably hold on, close. I'm going to open a new one because I really want to start Lilligant. I really want to, because I do want to have some kind of like a head start, because Lilligant is probably going to take me a while to draw. But I had two dreams. One where I was stabbed in the stomach, woke up unable to breathe. Yep. In my case, okay, so my sleep paralysis experience when I was like very, 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 very young. And I'm around maybe 7 years old or something. Just going to rotate probably because Lilligant's like pretty tall. Basically, so my siblings would watch it, and they made the mistake of allowing me to watch it with them, thinking that my child brain would be able to kind of be able to tell that it's a movie and it's fantasy. And I mean, at that point, I've watched a lot of like movies before with them. Oh, Hisuian Ligand? Hold on. Let me Google that. Um, and Hisuian Ligand. I need to check because the Hisuian one is good too. I'm going to do the classic one first because the Hisuian one is so good. Um, but to go back is that I watched a movie. I kid you not. After that, um, I felt okay. So here's a weird sensation. Hey Shiba, how is it going? I was just like starting a next like sketch. That will probably finish on another stream or something. But I basically did. Hold on. I'm going to take the time to show it to you. I did a pumpkaboo. After I asked Aplar what Pokemon she liked. And here's like the final results. I might tweak it a little bit, but so far like it's going to be that. And next is going to be Lilligant, like the classic one. After I asked my fellow mod for crossing minutes, Celestine Knight, who's currently in chat, like what Pokemon I should draw. And so basically she picked, like not picked, but Jolteon was actually the first Pokemon that came into mind. And even though I didn't stream like on YouTube the progress, like what I did for Koi, because Koi actually picked Sylveon. Those Pokemons are super hard to draw, so I was like, do you have something else that I will probably not suffer through? At least for now. Oh my god, this is the most disproportionate Lilligant ever. I'm gonna work on that. But yeah, so I'm currently, and thank you. Just going through a quick sketch so I get an idea, because the colors is going to be something that I'm going to have a lot of fun with, because Lilligant's like green and but going back to my story of like night terrors, like actual like sleep paralysis and night terrors. Man, after watching the movie, every night whenever I would go to sleep, hold on, did I just, okay, I switched pen, whoops, it's fine, this is fine. I would wake up, not be able to move my body, and the feeling, that was so trippy. This is one thing why I will never do drugs, because my brain is already like kind of trippy on its own. Seems to be easier than draw than legendary Pokemon. Yes. But basically, the feeling that I would get every night after I watched it would be the feeling of me shrinking onto the bed. Like actually, like everything around me, because I was stuck in bed, everything around me would become big, like freakishly big, and I would like feel like I would just shrink into a small creature. And the trippy part was that things around me would feel like they start moving. You can't really see, because when you have sleep paralysis, you can't move your body at all. It's just, you can see in your peripheral that things are moving, but you don't exactly know what. And then shadows appears, like presence, like demonic almost presence. That was so freaky. And obviously, because I watched it and I got traumatized. Yeah, no, in my case, like everything, I felt like so small. But when I started shrinking and I was stuck in my bed, like not only the shadow would appear, but clowns, a clown specifically, would just oh my god, this is like it all over again. But in old school it, like the scene in the sewer, like the infamous scene with the sewer, oops, nope, um where he kind of drags uh, the little brother, the little brother is following that paper boat and then gets close to a sewer on the ground, and then there's a clown that appears. Strong pain meds. Yeah, yeah, it very true. And so in that scene specifically, like you see the eye glow in a very unnatural way. It felt like that, like the clown that would appear in my night terrors and sleep paralysis, like, because for me it all mixes together, to be honest. um I would see that clown appear, like not specifically the it clown, but it's just a clown. And a V, it gets even more terrifying. So imagine, I can't move my body, I hate clowns, and I feel like I'm shrinking and things start moving. But then, when I'm going to take the example of like Inception, like the scene where things gets like big but also closer to you. It's the same. Plus the clown does get closer to me. It starts like dragging in a very unnatural way towards me. And as a child, and then you ask me why I have like such like a hard time sleeping. I think it comes from there, because since that day I can't fall asleep that easily. Like something happened in my brain around that time where I was so terrified of falling asleep. Like I think I started becoming, having insomnia because of it, because I was so scared to fall asleep, because every night, and there was not one night that would not happen. Like it happened every night. So can you imagine when my parents were like, yeah, you need to go to sleep because you have work, like not work, my goodness, as a child, but you have school tomorrow. Like there's no way in hell that I was like, yeah, sure, I go to sleep. Are you crazy? Like oh my god, the red nose. But it was such, like, I think I made it, like the clown, from what I remember, was even creepier than the it clown. There was something there, because I could see it in my peripheral, like it was just watching me, but also like getting closer in a very unnatural way. Work, been on the ground. Oh my god, yes. But yeah, no, like it was consistent. And so for me it always switches from, you know it starts like nightmares, and then it becomes like I wake up, but just I'm stuck basically in that situation. Rudolph was creepier than clowns. Rudolph is okay, don't give me creepy Rudolph, but no, for me clowns is like a big no. I always hated clowns when I was younger, but that It movie, mm-mm, it made things 1,000 times worse. Hold on, I need to work on the proportions. I might make this bigger on the side. Yeah, for sure. That was a good thing for me to start here, because my goodness, Lilligant is probably going to take me forever. But yeah, no, I I don't really dream anymore, which is, it's fine, because I have a very, like my imagination is way too trippy for my own good, and it becomes draining. It's too draining for me to dream, because I'm already like
I already have like a hard time sleeping. If you start giving me like dreams or nightmares, I feel like I wake up and I feel exhausted. I'm like, why, brain? I didn't ask for this. I didn't need this. Like, just let me sleep. So I do have a lot of like sleepless nights, and I know that some of my friends are like, no, dreams are so cool. You need to have them. I'm like, nope. Hard pass. No, thank you. This is it's perfectly fine. My creative brain. Yeah, I can't trust my brain. My brain is if my brain goes rogue, I wouldn't know what to do. Actually, hold on. I need to make sure that's okay. So that's way too small. I think the trippy part for me for this ligand is that because the canvas is so big that it's hard to make it like work and proportionate. Like because the body is too large here, so I need to maybe correct this. But yeah, hope I didn't give you too much of a bad time telling you guys about my story. Even though Truong was like, wait, what? Stabbed? Yeah, they're the minder themselves. Yeah, lucid dreaming. I I've had bouts of lucid dreaming, mostly when well, it's mostly because whenever I have a nightmare and I wake up, like sometimes, and just sometimes, not every time, if I fall asleep again, I go back to the nightmare. It's like me waking up is like the pause button. And once I close my eyes again, it resumes. So for me, um, I learned pretty fast to kind of like do the equivalent of like lucid dreaming, where before going back to sleep, I'm like, this is a dream. It's a dream. I'm okay. I hate nightmares, and I want this nightmare to stop. So I'm going to change the scenario and kind of like take control over my nightmare. Um, that's really something that I learned when I was like younger, obviously, because whenever you have night terrors or like sleep paralysis, like you're going to do everything in your power to figure out a way to not, get stuck in those cycles again. But it took me a while. Like I didn't know, like, because obviously when you're 5 or 6 years old, you have a nightmare. You don't really know like what to do, especially because I mean, when I was 6 or 7, it was a pre-internet. you know, internet maybe just barely came into people's house. So, and first of all, also early internet era, no information whatsoever. It was just random stuff. So I didn't know like you could control your dream. That was wild to me. And then eventually, like with time, I kind of learned to be like, nope, nope, nope. I want to like I didn't want to be like that. My dream would feel like bad horror movies where you watch a horror movie and you kind of like, this is dumb. Like why did they do that? You know, like the joke they always make is like making 4 teams of one. one going to the basement all by themselves and thinking it's a great idea. There's sounds in the basement. Let me go there alone. I'm like, boo boo, you're going to die. Um, and one obviously always goes like in the attic by themselves, and there's like a trap. I'm like, yeah, no, you're going to die. Goodbye. So because I didn't want to feel like that, like watching a dumb movie in my nightmares. Whenever I would wake up, I would be like, I I want to take control, and um, if I fall back asleep, my nightmare resumes, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm taking control of this. I'm going to make it stop, and I want to switch dreams. I saw her up the stairs for Katie. You know exactly. Yep, I'm the same. Basements freak me out, especially the old ones. And even like, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people going to do that. Like, I'm, I would be the kind of person that would go into the basement and be like singing, like you sing something like just to, because you don't want the silence when you get there. Like I'm like la la la. I'm just grabbing something. I'm going to get out, because freaking nightmare movies, not nightmares, but horror movies make it so creepy. And if for some reason a weird noise appears, I'm out. Like, YouTube, did you bamboozle me? Oh, I'm actually at the end of the playlist. Let me play another one from Cleo. But basically, yeah. No, that was hold on. Let me basement. Just like below the ground level. Oh, oh no, Katie, you now put this picture in my mind of children singing. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Um, yeah, and we had, I had an experience with like creepy attics. Not an experience, like nothing, paranormal or anything. It's just an overactive brain of a kid, you know. Um, and I would like again because I had night terrors. I would start like imagining things like either watching me or and yeah. Ever since I was like, nope, I hate you sleep with the nightlight. In When I fall asleep, it has to be pitch black. It has to. Otherwise, if there's an ounce of light, I cannot sleep. Look at us. This is like therapy. Talking about our nightmares. Yep. Also that. No mirrors in my room ever. Um, no mirrors, no. I don't have like no TVs. I don't have any TV in my room. Because if anyone ever saw The Ring, at least I personally watched the original one, the Japanese version from Kubrick. Alright, see you in a bit. But yeah, TVs, I can't. I can't either. Because original The Ring, when that creepy like ghost crawls out from the screen, TV screen, no, thank you. I can't. Two mirrors. Upstar. Yeah, no, I don't have any. I don't have any mirrors in my room. Like, I'm going to have one in the bathroom, but yeah, no TV screens in my bedroom, no mirrors. Facing camera, yeah. Good. Oh my god. There's also like a lot of stuff that I stopped kind of like I honestly I love true crimes, but those stories are going to make you so paranoid. Like you start like obsessing about some of the stuff. Like especially like the true crimes where there's like a break-in and like a stalking involved and other like small stuff that appears. It's crazy. Love me some true crimes. My parents hate like true crimes because my mom is like, it's too real. Like, because basically it's like true crime stories. Um, and yeah, she's like, no, I can't listen about these stories about the people getting murdered or tortured. Welcome back, Celestine. Like I said, I'm trying to probably sketch and just to figure out a little bit Lilligant, because Lilligant, I love this design of a Pokemon, but there's just a lot of things going on with this one. And so I know that I didn't want to spend too much time in the next stream or so doing just this. So starting is going to be a good thing. But yeah, for sure, like I'd love to do a let's draw together. And if there's any like specific request about like, hey, I want to see you or learn how to draw this, I'll do it to the best of my abilities, because you guys are going to see that I wing it a lot. Yeah, I wing it a lot, but it's good. I hope it's going to bring you some kind of like comfort to know that I also struggle when I draw. Like I mentioned to Cleo, it's the difference between like people who draws well and quote unquote the regular folks is really just we have more practice and we can figure out like tricks, I would say, like ways to kind of like bypass certain things. And it honestly just takes practice. This is a big a big word, but it's technically that. And if I had to do a comparison of things, it's just like if Clio is so used and playing music, let's say that you ask me to play on a keyboard, it's going to be trash. Like I'm going to be able to like press on buttons that make sounds. It doesn't mean it's going to be good because I don't practice. High school AP's art skills. I'll try, honestly, if we do a let's draw together, I would like it's not going to be like me like, oh yeah, and do this. It's going to be like I'll try to make it slow down, I'll try to make it slow down and just some kind of like step by step, and you're going to see like maybe it's going to be wonky, you know it's going to be fun. But I could definitely do also like a wheel, like a suggestion, ask for like some requests at first, and like just do a wheel and see, okay, so today what are we going to draw together? And it's going to be like something. It could be a prompt, it could be an actual subject. There's one thing I'd love to do because I've stumbled upon a video. I think I forgot. Goddamn, I'm not great at remembering like names because it just popped. But it's basically like taking a picture of pets, like of real pets that either you guys own, and draw or make it like cartoony. That would be also a very great exercise, I think. Especially you, Celestine, because you have the most adorable lizards. They're, oh, they're so cute. And so that if, it's actually a good idea, like if I ever draw your, like, your lizard, remember when I said that I do picture like your lizard with like a feather boa? It would be so cool. And like glasses and make them like, I don't know, super like extra looking. So basically like, yeah, a comic, or at least a cartoony version of people's pets. That would be so good. So just like a hint like this. That also is something that I'd like to. So from a picture, I kind of like transform them. Yeah, I'm still tweaking, but I'm almost like done with just a line. It's like the idea of Lilligant. Might adjust it a bit more, but hold on, what's going on here? No, move. Yeah, because Lilligant. What do I use to draw? I'm currently streaming and drawing on my Surface Pro X. It's actually it's actually my work tablet. I work with this. Yeah, I use Clip Studio Paint, and I do cheat with a pen, obviously, because the Surface Pro does have a pen that comes with it, that at least I got. I do own an iPad that was given to me, that has, I can use Procreate with it, but it's kind of a weird thing. I like the feel of Clip Studio Paint better because it reminds me more of it's an old program that I used to use back in the days. Um, the feel is like more similar to it. So I used to draw with open canvas back in the days. I'm not even sure if it's still there anymore. And I always loved the way that it responded, and I got used to it, obviously. And so when I saw Procreate, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to try. It's the weirdest thing because it feels like my lines in Procreate are not my lines. It feels like something other than myself is correcting it, and I highly dislike it. Because as you can see, I'm a very like messy sketcher, but it's me. Like it feels like I'm more like as if I was going to sketch something on paper, it would actually look like this, like give or take, because I mean, I would erase and like here I can just move things around, so that saves me time, but it feels it's going to look sketchy, and it's something that is very like that's how I draw. And so when I started trying like Procreate, again, not sure why, it didn't feel natural to me. And so that's why I kind of like stopped using it. And when Artsy started to stream and she had like Clip Studio Paint out, I was like, are you serious? This is so good. And so I got it, like someone gifted that to me. And I tried it and I'm like, yes, this is exactly what I'm looking for now. So I use a Surface Pro X with pen. This is me who's going to be nerding out a little bit. I wouldn't recommend a Surface Pro X, to be honest, because of the like the arm thingy that comes with it. It's going to block you from a lot of programs that are not going to run with the Surface. It's just an obsolete like way of like it's an obsolete thing, but I'm stuck with it because that tablet was actually expensive. But since I use it mostly like for work, it's fine. So this is what like I've been looking into um, owning my own like graphic tablets. It's just they're expensive, but some are not. And Artsy kind of made me want to try the Huon brand, specifically those with a screen on it. Because actually, my brain is wired like I could draw without looking at what I'm drawing. Like a Wacom tablet does that, especially like the old school one. Um, they you would draw on the tablet, but the tablet itself doesn't have any screen, so it's like you have to kind of figure out like where in space your hand is, and I'm still pretty good with that. But right now I do have a Surface, and a Surface like currently I'm drawing directly on my screen, so I see what I draw. So now I'm like, yeah, I do get now the appeal of watching what you draw. So I might actually go with a Huon tablet, but again, I need to save up a little bit because it cannot be a tax deductible for me since I can justify it for my own practice, um, which is funny. I think it's Jelly asked me if I could make it like a like whenever I donate or something, I make it that like a tax deductible. I'm like, no, I don't actually. I don't. Yeah, Surface. Yeah, Surface Pro. You have to look a little bit into it, to be honest. Um, it depends on the usage, like what are you going to use it for? Because I mostly use it for school and work. And work, it's patience file. So what I need is just to do Word on it and to be able to write on top of like the tablet, because I need to sometimes, like, I do sketch things at times, mostly when I need to kind of like explain to a patient something. I do draw at times, like, it's going to be funny because I'm going to show it to you, but basically, like, I would explain like how a spine curves, you know, and have like, okay, so this is the cervical part. Actually, no, the cervical is going to be like this, the dorsal is going to be like this, good, and then the lumbar region is going to curve inside. There you go. And so I do sometimes explain like how like the spine is. Then there's the sacrum, so it's kind of like part of the tailbone almost. I'm going to draw the articulation, at least the surface, and the coccyx at the bottom. And sometimes like I add like, okay, so here's your thorax, and so you have your diaphragm that goes pretty high up, and there's the heart that goes on top. And I explain sometimes like what I learn about, like, okay, so here's all the ligaments that holds your heart to your diaphragm, and here's what I worked. And so yeah, iPad Pro, don't get the latest version. Yeah, iPads are actually, the pens, I like them very much. It's just, again, it's my pet peeves because it responds in a fake way, at least to me. And it's, again, maybe it's just my brain is not like wired the same. But yeah, it's I didn't really like oh, no. I didn't fully like the iPad experience. But again, if you want something that is very accessible, especially if you own like a lot of Apple products, by all means go with an iPad Pro. Which I use in Procreate. Yeah, I know. And so this is what, like, it's really me, like, being kind of irked off a little bit. And so I kind of like noped out. So I probably, I mean, I do have like, I did get Procreate, so it's definitely going to be something like I'm going to explore a little bit more, but I'm just, right now, like, because of this, I mostly like draw all my surface. I stream directly from there. And I most likely, like, at some point, I'm just going to start from like my main computer. So a surface is probably going to be like for a certain specific project. Sorry, this is me tweaking. Just keep tweaking. But if you want to draw more, especially digital, yeah, it doesn't really matter like what like thingy you're going to buy. It's a good investment. I personally like wouldn't recommend a graphic tablet if you're not going to actively draw a lot, unless you buy like a cheaper one. But usually the cheaper one doesn't really have like a screen, or at least a good pressure level. It gets complicated at this point. But yeah, it's that's why that for me, either Surface or an iPad Pro is great, because you can do so much more with it. You don't have to draw at all. And I'm all mad. Like, it's all about like how much you're going to use it. But myself, I do have like a lot of like personal project that I've been thinking about. Um, that for me, like investing into a graphic tablet, I know for sure I'm going to use it quite a lot. But yeah, it's just I think for the iPad also, it's about like the pen. So you have to just make sure that I think it's the newest gen pen was actually pretty good. But just for me, like iPad is like the Apple products are so damn expensive, and I'm not fond of that kind of ecosystem. Like all the accessories and dongles that cost like so much. Yeah, I dislike that. But I do recognize, I do admire, like, yeah, when I tried the iPad, like, it was super responsive. If you play in Gartic, like, with an iPad, you're going to do great, V, because just using your finger, you're already great. So, no matter what, you're going to be. I can't wait to see your work. Alright, so let me see. There's something. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can flip horizontal. Ooh, yes, I see it. Hold on. So this actually whole part, there's something off. It's the hat, I think. I'm so glad Cleo made me discover the world of Gartic. I knew of it already, and I wasn't sure. I was like, I always wanted to try Gartic, but I had nobody to play with. So, just when I saw like, oh my god, this streamer is actually playing Gartic. This is so fun. I always wanted to try. And then, yeah, the rest is history. How I discovered so many good artists. And good vibes also. Hold on. There. I think it's going to be good. So this is something that I've always seen and always forget to do. Is basically when you flip your canvas, it kind of like you get to see your drawing with different eyes. It kind of like resets a bit the way that you draw, like you see your drawing. And it's a good way for me like to kind of like do small correction before I end the stream. That way the art is done, the rough sketch is done. Also, Ryan, you really need to stream one day. Something, anything. Doesn't have to be Animal Crossing. Because I feel like you'd be a chill streamer too. Like not like cozy streamer vibe, but just like someone who's very chill and would be very enjoyable to check. I don't know if that makes sense. And I'm pretty sure you're being told that every time and everywhere you go. Celestine. Oh, no, Ryan. Celestine, you too. Like, everyone. Everyone needs to stream. I'm nosy. I know Lizzie. Third, Animal Crossing, Crossing Minute mod. Lizzie does stream. She does have a channel. She's around. But yeah, definitely Celestine also needs to paint. Not to paint. You're not gonna stream. Aw, Kirsten. Kirsten, you'd be a great podcast host. If it's not streaming, I could definitely see you do podcast. Again, we need to make that Truong, teach Truong things podcast. Okay. So, no, I don't want to clip it. Let me see. Okay, so this is kind of okay. I'm going to flip it again. Okay, maybe at the bottom. And again, this is just me tweaking and being finicky about my stuff. It doesn't have to be fixed that much, but this is just me fiddling with my things. But yeah, no, for all of you guys who are still there, first of all, thank you. Second of all, if you want to support amazing content creator, because obviously not me, not having like shout outs set up. But basically right now I'd love for Truong and Koi, especially Koi, because Koi is so close of hitting 4K watch hours. I'd love for you guys to just show some love and support. Open their stream whenever it happens, play their VODs. Don't even have to put the sound on, to be honest. Just, give them some sweet watch hours because they both deserve it. I believe Koi has like 500 hours or so left. And I don't know, and I'm pretty sure that you all know who Kuya Koi is. Koi is a menace when it comes to donating. He drops money. Like, Koi makes it rain. Koi is like the reason why everyone should fear having, your channel monetized, because you never know. Maybe it's going to drop out of nowhere and you're going to get overwhelmed with just Koi being his awesome self. And so I'd love for Koi to actually get, get the 4K watch hours. If you think I'm rich, and that's the thing, friends. I'm not rich. Obviously I do make a living, but I'm not that rich. Like, I do have to budget and manage my stuff. It's okay, Celestine. You can be fully distracted, no problem. But yeah, no, I'd love for Koi to be able to reach those watch hours and to be, sponsored. And for us to be able to show him as much love as he's showing towards any content creator. Truong has a little bit more way to go because he doesn't have the time, or he doesn't have a lot of stream on YouTube. So by all means, do the same. You can rewatch the VODs for Truong. Targeted ads. Hold on, do I get ads? I hope you don't. I'm not even monetized. Why would you get ads on my puny stream? What? Still listening in on the TV. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Okay. Because I'd be very surprised. Oh, on Instagram. Ooh, Katie. I heard those Instagram ads, targeted ones, it's kind of freaky because it feels like they know you. Like they're going to create a need that was non-existent. It's like I don't need this. But now that I see it, I kind of wonder if I do. That's what I heard, at least. It creates a false sense of need.
All right. So here's, yeah, they do know you. That's so freaky.
So this is the Lilligan sketch for now. I'm most likely I'm going to finish it. Not most likely. This is going to be a fact. I'm going to finish it during another stream, so I'm going to keep it as is. What I'll do is I'll probably finish it, yeah, on another stream. But the next thing, thank you.
The next thing that I would do is probably like see if there's going to be like either a request and see how it works. Did you catch Strong's rock paper scissors turning? No, I didn't. I need to watch it. I need to watch it back. I need to watch it back. I don't know what kind of chaos, and I was like, oh my god.
Thank you. Apply. I wish my it's again, it's just like for me, I did a lot of cheating, quote unquote, because I could move things around. I can like crop, make it bigger, make it smaller. It saves, quote unquote, a lot of time. But yeah. I'll. Thank you, V. But yeah, I'll definitely watch Trong's VOD about it because knowing Trong is probably chaotic. Yeah, so I'll see. For next stream, I'll probably try to see if I can do a wheel of request and try to see how it works. Thank you, Ella. Thank you. This is actually my second sketch of the stream. I finished Pumpkaboo a little bit earlier, and then I decided to start the second suggestion that I had from a fellow mod on Crossing Minutes channel, Celestine Knight, who's actually there. And so I took the time to do this because I knew that Lilligan has a lot of like different things going on here. So there you go. I need to see who won. I again, Trong. I'm going to watch his VOD because he deserves also those watch hours. He deserves to have like that membership thing. So if you guys want to support creators, please go and check Koi out. He's, I believe maybe right now he's still streaming Splatoon. Super nice, full of chaos, full of love. Truly like someone who's a delight to talk to. So close to having 4K watch hours, so try to support him. And Truong also, he's probably going to stream more, which makes me very happy. But he's also another content creator that still doesn't have like a membership and deserves it. So, and yeah, also Artsy maybe still streaming. So show some love to her too, because I love Artsy so much. Like she's such a positive influence on my drawing and me pushing myself to do more. But yeah, Leslie wants to put the revenue back into. Yeah, I know. That's strong. He's like that. Like it's really out of the goodness of his heart. and it makes me want to help him more. So I have I have no problem promoting him. So that's kind of it for tonight, guys. Um, Thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to Composer Cleo, who, by the way, if you didn't sub to him, please do. Come and hang out with us with the crazy shenanigans. And he made the music that I played tonight for the background music. So please support him, show him some love. Take care, everyone. Have a good night. I'll see you around for sure because I'm freaking everywhere. And yeah, don't hesitate to poke me anytime on Discord, on any of the channels that you can find me. And yeah, thank you so much. Don't worry, Ella. Don't worry, it's fine. Just you saying hi is already really nice to me. So yeah, take care, everyone. Have a good night. And yeah, stay safe. Stretch and hydrate. Thank you, everyone. Good night.